Hello and welcome to this week's Mystic Message. This week's message is really speaking to this human desire to be heard. And if you're feeling really unheard and you want to use your voice and you want to speak out and you feel like nobody's listening, whether it's your loved ones or your community, this message is for you. So, this is a time, we are overhauling our reality, our personal reality, our collective reality. And part of that is healing a lot of these wounds and reclaiming our voice. We have been silenced for so long, whether it's from kind of these divine feminine wounds or patriarchal systems or, whether it's race or culture, whatever it is, in various ways we've been silenced and unheard. And there is this deeply rooted desire as a human being to be heard. And to create this new reality, we have to really embody and step into our truest, authentic self. And that requires speaking our truth and being heard from the depths of kind of maybe the ugly shadow bits to the beautiful, the loving, the compassion, and all of those energies. And so you might be noticing this theme around, I don't want to be quiet anymore. I don't want to play small anymore. I don't want to bite my tongue anymore. And this isn't about being rude or disrespectful by speaking out. It's getting to see and understand each other on such a deeper level, speaking and being heard from the depths of our souls. And so we're healing a lot of those wounds. This is all very throat chakra. It's a very blue energy that is showing up. And you might be feeling that desire. And here's the thing. We want to be heard. I'm getting chills. We want to be seen by the world, by our family, our loved ones, our community, whoever. However, we're not even letting ourselves be heard by us. If you want others to hear you, you have to listen first. This is the huge, huge key. You might find maybe in your romantic relationship or your friend groups or at work, or maybe, you're trying to speak to the masses in some type of way and you're like, why is nobody listening? Why does nobody hear me? Are you listening? Is there an inner child that is begging to be heard? Are you listening to your subconscious? Are you listening to your shadow? We want others to hear us, and then we attract into our reality people who don't hear us, people who don't care what we have to say, people who dismiss our thoughts, our beliefs, our all of that, right? Everything is law of attraction. So you have to sit and wonder, why am I attracting this? Why if I'm begging to be heard, but I'm attracting people at a vibration of not willing to listen, what are you holding? What is being held within your energy? We are not just attracting and creating from our conscious mind and our conscious thoughts and our conscious desires. We are attracting and creating from our subconscious. And the biggest thing that I've learned on my shadow work journey, and it continues to show up time after time after time, working with other people through their shadow work journey, is our inner children just want to be heard. And when we say inner child, it's really any aspect of you. It may not be an actual child. It could be you from a year ago. If you went through a horrible divorce a year or two ago, or your life completely collapsed and changed and shifted onto a path you never thought it would 5 years ago. Maybe you lost a loved one. and it happened in your adult life. Maybe it's your inner teenager. We never think about her or him or them. We don't think about them. There's all these aspects of ourselves that we're not listening to. And if we want other people in our reality to listen to us and to hear us, we have to lead by example. And we need to put out into the universe, if we attract what we're putting out. And if we're not like receiving that and we are not giving that to ourselves, we're not going to receive it. So this is a call. It's not even a call. It's a push. It's like your higher self wants to push you off the ledge and say, listen. And that requires getting a little quiet, getting a little or a lot uncomfortable, and being open to whatever is going to flow through. Because when we sit down to listen and allow our inner child, our inner teen, our young adult, our 1 year ago self who experienced something and we didn't have the capacity to give compassion, or they didn't receive compassion or love, we always have the ability to give that to them. We can't go back in time necessarily and change the course of our reality as a child. We can't undo the traumas or the wounds, or we can't force our parents to care or listen to us, or our peers or our teachers or whatever created this feeling, but we can give it to them. And that is taking our power back. That is being accountable. That is stepping away from this victimhood mindset. That is healing. That is reintegration. That is bringing our soul fractals home, raising our vibration, and then we're attracting those people who do want to listen, who do care about those deep things within us, that want to see us in our true, authentic selves. But if we are not giving that to ourselves, we're not going to receive it from others. And so we need to also, with this, recognize hearing our inner child doesn't always mean we're going to hear with our ears. So when you go into an exercise like this, it's, I'm ready to receive you. I'm ready to listen. And it might come through as an overwhelm of emotion. Overwhelm. And that's how you receive from your inner child. That is perfect. We don't need to understand with our minds what our inner child or these fractals have to say. We don't need to process everything with the mind. We're programmed to. We believe that is the way that we learn and understand and process. Receiving and letting someone be heard, feel heard or seen, is really just holding a safe space for them to strip down to their most vulnerable self and let it all out there. It might come through in visuals, images, emotions, physical sensations in your body. It might come through in ideas or thought forms. Maybe you do hear the words. Don't worry about how you receive it, and you don't have to do anything with it. You just have to hold the space. The moment you just allow the inner child or inner fractal to be seen or heard, everything changes. They will transform. And this is the beauty. What we are missing collectively as collective of humanity is the dreams, the desire, the belief. And that's what we had as kids. But the world does what the world does. The reality does what the reality does. And we lose that. We lose the belief. We lose the hope. We lose the dreams. And if we're trying to create this new reality, we need to bring those dreams back. We need to bring the hope back. We need to have belief again. And so we have to transform these inner fractals. And because once you allow that space for that inner fractal, they will transform. And then you can integrate that back in. And now you're bringing some of that back into you now. And you have this beautiful sidekick, this little inner child, this inner teen, this whatever, who can help you, can guide you, and be a part of your team to create the reality that you desire, that they desire, that all the parts of you desire. So take a moment right now and just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, allow the breath to go to any part of your body that you're feeling some tension. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your crown chakra to open up on the top of your head. And with your inhale, bringing in that white light from Source, from God, the universe. And on your exhale, allow that white light to spread through your system, through your chakras, through your body, down your arms to your hands and your legs and your feet. And continue a couple more of these deep breaths. And then say, inner child, inner teen, inner fractal, I'm here and I am listening and I invite you in. And just allow yourself to receive in this moment. And trust and know that whatever way that you are receiving in this moment is all you have to do. You don't have to be the fixer. You don't have to solve all of the problems. You just need to be a safe space for vulnerability and truth. And just allow yourself to feel and receive. Be an embodiment of love. And the energy will shift. And when it does, you can invite that fractal to come right into your heart space and integrate and become a part of you. And it can be that easy. All right. I'm sending you so much love and holding space for you always.